coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Sacramento Redwoods and the Toronto Mounties. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete. The 30, 20, and touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a receiving touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have... There he goes, left side. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And his guys have taken the lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow,
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now here's Ross. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That punt returned 69 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this in a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Ross on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on first down. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Pass for the extra point.
Now, first quarter in this lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
Never had it. The stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score, Mounties 34. Redwoods
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 21.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
27.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the run, it's Huntley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
To number 27.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Redwoods.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down. He was already in some pretty rarefied air, and he just stepped into another zip code now because he passed Walter Payton for 2nd place all time on the NFL rushing list.
So it's not just the talent, right? It's not just how...
It's a foot race. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
1st down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
At the 21-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback, because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Take over 1st and 10 at at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And right side, Henry's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Larson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Stephon Diggs. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
the score, Mounties 48, Redwoods 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 16, Watson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd, Watson flushed out right. He can run forward. The ball is out. Watson lost it. This is put down by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
27.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's caught inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bradley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Kicker on for the
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Watson now, off the bootleg. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And this offense is running away with this one.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk to these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll give it here to his running back. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one just...
He's got a man, complete, 20, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sacramento.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and his guys are able to get a score back.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for him. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 4.
From the gun. Here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Sacramento.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he will take it in for a touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 48 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
The extra point.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
29.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The tackle made at
8 yards there on a first down.
8-yard pickup. And a Sacramento first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Grant Delpit. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
Watson going to run it on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. We'll go underneath here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
A gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, McDonald throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete,
No gain on the play.
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage.
yards.
Okay.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
For the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 11. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On second down, it's Bradley, and he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice run.
And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Davius White on the coverage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go play action with McDonald. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.